there was a YouTuber by the name of tactikaltemplar that kind of made Jesus seem pretty cool.
Brothers, this may be one of the most important videos that I do in a while. And I know that that's off the back of talking about Charlie Kirk and that whole situation, the incredible tragedy of that. But this is something that we've been waiting for a very long time. And that is confirmation that the Biden administration did in fact pressure companies like Google to ban conservative voices, but really just ban Americans in general. Now, this is something that you may react to with, okay, I already knew this. Well, there's what you know and there's what you can prove. And this is from Jim Jordan. He got a legal letter from Google where Google admits under the law that the Biden administration had been pressuring them to ban people that were within their terms of service on COVID, election, and politics. Brothers, strap yourselves in because this is a bombshell. Breaking. Due to our oversight efforts, Google commits to offer all creators previously kicked off of YouTube due to political speech violations to return to the platform. That's right. So, if you lost your YouTube account due to COVID-19, due to politics, due to talking about the 2020 election being stolen, you can have your account back. And one way or another, I don't know how they're going to roll it out, but that is what Jim Jordan is saying. But that's not all. There are these documents as well. These are official legal documents. And you can go over all these if you want. They're on Jim Jordan's Twitter account. But Jim Jordan summarizes it. YouTube also admits the Biden administration censorship pressure was unacceptable and wrong. Confirms that the Biden administration wanted Americans censored for speech that did not violate YouTube's policies. Details when YouTube began rolling back its censorship policies on political speech after the judiciary GOP began its investigation. States that public debate should never come at the expense of relying on authorities. Promises to never use third-party fact-checkers. Warns that Europe's censorship laws target American companies and threatens American speech. Over the past few years, we've uncovered massive scandals related to big tech censorship. During the Biden-Harris years, under the White House pressure, YouTube changed its policies to censor political debate on COVID-19 and elections. Today, YouTube has admitted that censorship pressure from the Biden administration was wrong and unacceptable. Now, to make amends to the American people, and because of our work, YouTube is rolling back its censorship policies on political speech, including topics like COVID-19 and elections. What does this mean? Whether you were an established YouTube presence with a massive following like Dan Bongino, or you were just starting out, you will have the opportunity to get back onto the platform if you were censored for engaging in political speech. This is another victory in the fight against censorship. In August 2024, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg wrote the committee a letter admitting Biden administration pressured Facebook to censor Americans. Facebook censored Americans. Facebook throttled the Hunter Biden laptop story. Even as Meta admitted the Biden-Harris censorship was wrong, others in big tech were reluctant to go on the record. Now Google is acknowledging for the first time that it too faced censorship pressure from the Biden White House, and that pressure was unacceptable and wrong. But that's not all. YouTube is making changes to prevent censorship in the future. YouTube is committed to the American people. Is committing to the American people that it will never use outside so-called fact checkers to censor speech. No more telling Americans what to believe. YouTube is trying out community notes. Elon Musk was ahead of the curve. Meta followed suit, and now YouTube. YouTube confirms that Europe is targeting American citizens for their speech. Yeah, we know that's happening. YouTube warns that Europe could force companies to remove lawful social media content and could risk free speech expression within and outside of the EU. Now, if I were president, I would say any country that does that, we are going to impose the harshest sanction imaginable, and any country that does business with you can no longer do business with the United States, or we will be including a 1,000% tariff on anyone who does business with them, depending on what type of business partner they are. But any country that goes after American companies to try to censor the speech of American citizens, that country is going to be sanctioned. We will put a naval blockade around your country. You will not get supplies, I promise you, until you acquiesce, and then we're going to charge you for the time that it took us to send our ships down there. We're going to send you a bill. Once you acquiesce, once you have no choice, we're going to acquiesce. We're going to take from you what we want, basically. That's what I would do. Fuck you. You have no say over the speech of Americans. You exist at our leisure. Never forget that. YouTube and Google credit judiciary GOP for bringing transparency of and accountability for big tech censorship. We will continue to hold big tech accountable. Read Google's whole letter to the committee. Let's see. All the above are massive wins for the American people. Good sir, Patreon froze my account 2 years ago for drawing offensive cartoons, and I would love to testify if you guys would be interested in looking into that. Big fucking W, YouTube has been censoring us for years. Will they restore monetization to demonetize creators? Demonetization is a huge form of censorship. Oh, God. Unban Nick Fuentes. Can you guys imagine Nick Fuentes coming back to YouTube? Brother, things are changing. I will translate. Google is sorry they got caught, not their actions. Google will censor again as soon as another Democrat becomes president. You're welcome. Yeah, unfortunately, that may be true. Let's see. LOL. Let's be honest. Donald Trump's Twitter account should be suspended. We are witnessing an outright abuse of power. Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah. What a juxtaposition. And 2019, yeah, Trump should be censored. Now, oh, Jimmy Kimmel, how could you do that? Yeah, we'll be talking about Jimmy Kimmel in another video. But for now, we're just gonna take the win. We're gonna take the win because this is a win, and I think that we should celebrate the small wins like this. Now, is this the biggest thing in the world? No, but I do think it's significant enough to say, guys, this is something that should be celebrated. This is a major, major W for Google. It's a major W for the government. It's a major W for the American people. Now, that doesn't mean that it's over. Still, put their feet to the fire. Demonetization is a great next step. Keep pushing them in the direction of right-wing and free speech and more aversion to censorship so that the company can't so easily fall back into that pattern if there is another Democrat president or, Senate or House of Representatives. Make it more difficult for them to go back on that censorship promise. So, yeah, I think this is a major win. I think this is good news. It is a huge story. More people should be talking about this. The Biden administration pressured Google to censor Americans. That's Kamala Harris, that's Joe Biden, that's Sleepy, Creepy Joe, that's Sloppy Joe. Yeah, that is a major win. And the fact that it's in legal filings, it is in a legal document. This is from the legal team over at Google. King and Spalding. This statement of facts is submitted on behalf of the client Alphabet Inc. and its subsidiary YouTube, collectively Alphabet, or the company as they're going to refer to themselves, in response to subpoenas issued by the House Judiciary Committee, also known as the committee, on February 15th, 2023 and March 6th, 2025. Now, you can go through all this stuff. And all this is on Jim Jordan's page, but this is a step in the right direction. This is a victory. A small one, but a victory. And we keep pushing. We make it impossible for these companies to do what they did before without facing massive, massive, massive public backlash. But this is a win. And it's something that people are kind of quiet about. But I think that they should talk about this. You know, this post from Jim Jordan, it does have 7.6 million views. But I think it should be shared a whole heck of a lot more. Because this is a massive win. And so, yeah, brothers, we say YouTube W. Thank you for being honest. Honesty is great. How does it feel? I mean, you guys have been dishonest for so long. How does it feel to finally get it off your chest? The Biden and Harris administration pressured you into censoring people that didn't deserve it. You did evil. And as we know, Google's motto used to be, don't do evil. Don't be evil. You should put that motto back up. Anyway, brothers, I want to thank you very much for joining me today. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. It's been amazing. You guys have been incredible. You guys have been incredibly generous in the streams with the donations and stuff because you guys enjoy the content. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys. And I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're part of the Brotherhood. And on that note, I will bid you guys a wonderful, blessed day. And I'll see you next time.